All right, so let me show you how to play Bryan Adams' Heaven, a chord and melody version. I'm going to show you how I would create it. So that's a C going to an A minor to an F to, excuse me, C, A minor, G to F. Always doing that pedal on the C here. So when the C's up, when A minor's up, so it's always doing this. C, D, E, and then when the G comes up, it's got the C in the top here. So C, G, C, D, E, F on top, E, D. But the way I would do is like this. Okay, I got the timing a little bad there, but my foot is stretched out all goofy, so. But you get the point. You lay this down, and you're looping it. Loop down. Stop the loop, and then you land on an F. Let's go to a verse now. Now, if you notice with my chord melody playing, which is really influenced by many people, it's jazz influenced, but Johnny A especially, and Nathaniel Murphy type of stuff. I don't just play, there's 3 verses in the song, 2 or 3, something like that, I think 3. I won't play the progression in the same area. I'm always moving it around. So for this first part here, I'm going to attack it in the lower register here. So let's listen to what's going on.
Oh, thinking about all our young years. There was only.
Okay. So I'm going. Bass is C. C full chord with the 5 on top of G. Hold. Keep this G there. Switch to an A minor. That top line melody is G, F, E, E. So what I'm doing is going bum, 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 bass. Okay. Going into that D minor. I'm thickening it up here. It's really, but I like to change things up. All I'm doing is an A octave to a C octave. So. Is like a D sus2. Switch to A minor. And here we got A, C, B flat. Don't go higher than the D here on the B string. So bling, ding, ding, bass, top, 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 top. Bass and top, 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 bass, top. I'll do it real slow for you. All I'm doing there on this G doing like a Hendrix wave, holding with the bass there, with the thumb. 5 on top, 4, 3, 1. And I'm gonna repeat the same thing over, okay? There's some variation though, and when I hear him sing it. I'm also playing it to his track. You want to play this freely, you know? I'm trying to get to the tempo, but more importantly is I'm getting the essence of
We're
it.
young and wild and free.
So that's not his voice there, but the piano's doing that. So you got, and now the second part of the first verse.
Now nothing can take you away from me.
So how do you get that? Same thing. But there's a hold there. So that's kind of tricky. Grab the G and the E at the same time. D, D, chord.
Now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down that road before. That's over now.
Okay. You can go, so what you're doing there, you're going to the D, and the D is doing a 1 and 2 and so. And when it's doing the and getting into the A minor, it's just getting the flat 7 of D or the minor third of A minor. Then it is a quick C to E. E, C, D. And when I do that, so I'm using the middle finger there to hammer on with the pinky to the C to the D. But once I get that pinky there, I'm taking this middle finger off. So I can comfortably get the ring finger up here to complete a B6 to an A, bass, F. F there. So you see where I'm going? All hanging out in this register here.
Now nothing can take you away from me.
So that's a tricky part there, but I think you can get it. And then it's an A, C, C, slide into D, 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 C, D, hammer on D to E to C. And then when we get to the chorus here, so that's an F going to a G to an A minor. But he's doing So you're writing out the C 3 times on the 1E end of the first beat. It's going to be subdivisions of 16th notes. 1E end. C, 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 D. Notice how I picked this. Kind of. I roll it. It's like a rake. I'm not getting every string at the same time. That's personal preference. You could do whatever you want there. I can also do it like this. You want to have options. So, blah, 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 blah. Same line again, but it had a pickup to it before we got to that first beat, the downbeat, we had a C from the beat before. So we're hitting that first and then going to the chord. Excuse me. So let me explain the C going to the A minor. A minor, E, F, fifth on top C. Chord, 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 F, E. Ding, 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 chord. So I could do chord there, 2 hits, chord. Okay. And then we get to the same thing there. It's going to be an A minor. And when that hammer's back, it's getting it with the G on the top there. So you want to do it. Sustain, bend there, or all you're doing is taking the G to an A. See what I'm doing? Let's see what keeps going on here. So then we get back into it, but here's the pickup. It's a B going into the F. And only 2 hits. So still a 16th note subdivision, but 16th note in the first part, 8th note in the middle, 16th at the end. So it's a... We're not doing the... We're doing... Not this. This. But we're leading in with a B to get to it. So we grab our F, B, another option for coming into that G versus doing the... Because then I'm going to go into this. And then we're back to the top. Okay, so that's how I'm going to attack the first part. The second part, what would I think to do? Well, I already played down here. Let's start climbing up, right?
Oh, once in your life you find someone.
So it's the same thing as the first part. Slight variations. You got to listen close to the vocals. If you don't get it exact, no one in the audience is gonna know. But C, bass going into the 3rd, 5th of C. So it's this minor 3rd movement, down a whole step, major 3rd. So respective to C, 3, 5, 9, 11, 9, 11, 5, 1. So bass. switch here. After I get that bass, I switch to there. Why? To be more comfortable to get into the G here. Yeah, I'm going into the same thing as before for the D, but I'm harmonizing it, making it thicker. I guess I've been harmonizing the whole time. Some of the lines are individual notes, but there I want it to be thick. So I'm using them fourths. So to a D minor. I don't need that F though on it. I could really just do this like sus2 shape. Because I do need the E there to go up to the A minor. Then A, C, B flat, E on top. How am I getting that? With the open. Remember what I told you guys? Always look for the open strings because you can use them. And I could just went there. Do this. So you got options. Always think of that stuff. So the second time around is going to be similar to the first time. Meaning bass, and then it pauses. 2 hits to another downstroke, which gets a G6. You're fine getting just these top 3. Why? Because that's the G, it's the B, it's the 3rd, there's the 6th. So you're fine going. Now hear the melodies. But I like to put in bass A. So I'm getting a B flat still, but I'm using the E over there. Now I could do the open E, slide that in there. I feel like doing this right now. So that's still an F. It looks like an A minor, but it's really the A in the bass, which is the 3rd of F. The A there again, and then the C, which is the 5. So 8, 6, 7, 8, 7, 5. Excuse me. Then I'm grabbing the C and hammering on to the D there. So I could approach it as a flat 5 and the 9 the whole way through with the B flat there. But I put the 3rd in there for some reason. But there's no rules to this. You can make it whatever you want. As long as, you know, the top line is important. The E there. It's there. It's here. I feel more comfortable though getting like this. Because it gives me that middle finger there for the B flat to the A. Do down down blah down. That's gonna be a blah down down blah down. Now here, before I went like this. Same thing, but watch what we do it now. I love that line right there because I'm still getting the B, I mean the F. Hammering on the D still, which I was getting over here, but now I'm getting with the middle finger very awkwardly to there. But you can do this. And watch my continuation here. The D never goes away. If it does, it happens so quickly because it's coming right back when I go to this G there. So 8, 7, 5, 7 there. using my finger there to get the E there. To an A minor. I know you all know that leg. Very yellow Ledbetter-ish. Under the bridge, right? But he's coming to the C here. It's just the third going to the fourth. So, same climb up. Getting to the D there. To the C. D. B like that, open. Because then it's nice and ringing out for you.